I give Miami a lot of credit for their willingness to continue to fight. Obviously, we didn't do a lot of things well down the stretch. Some things that we've got to obviously continue to get better at. Execution offensively, we've got that lead. Put them in actions. Try to get confrontational drives. Try to attack the paint. Get things at the rim. We're obviously in the free throw game at that point. We shoot free throws really well, and we settled for some hero type threes that were. That's not how you close out games. And then obviously, I've been a foul up three guy since I was a grad assistant at Texas Tech, and Texas beat us in Lubbock by hitting a crazy three and going into overtime. I've been a foul guy ever since. It's something that we're prepared for, something we practice. They got the ball with a little bit more time than normal, but we got to have better awareness of when the clock gets, under 10 seconds. Anything that we go ahead and make that foul where that can't happen. But obviously, we weren't prepared enough for that to carry that out. So, guy hit a great shot, and then just complete meltdown in overtime.
I've heard from just I guess people who are watching just say that you were wanting to foul and you just confirmed it. But do you feel like maybe the guys should know that without you having to scream that from the sideline?
We practiced it.
And I think that was something that kind of came up earlier in the season. How do you think that can be fixed?
You just got to continue to drill it, continue to go through it. Guys, they've got to be in those situations. Winners know why they win. Losers sit around and point fingers. Obviously we didn't carry it through, so it starts with me. We didn't understand that situation the way that I thought we did by this point in the season.
I guess for you two, just making Bashir, you guys were on the court at the time, and I don't believe you were particularly close to the ball for most of the possession, but I guess where does that situation lie in your guys' heads?
I knew we should have fouled. The guy kind of got to the paint. Thought he was going for the two. Kicked it back out. DB was over there. I don't think he recognized, but I think he did last minute. He was already going up for the shot, so he hit a tough shot. Got to keep playing, and finish well. So he lost.
I agree with Sheer. We wanted to get him early, but he kind of dribbled it down, kicked it out. And I think it was DB. He felt like he just had to play his best defense as he could.
Yeah. You guys were up by 11 points just with left, and I think you called it maybe a meltdown, especially in overtime. Where do you think things went wrong?
No, the meltdown was after we didn't foul.
Right.
How we came out. This started at 9 a.m. this morning with how our walkthrough was, our preparation, our energy. It showed in the start. Now, to the guys' credit, they did an unbelievable job the last 12 minutes of the first half. In the first 16 minutes of the second half, did a great job, and had the game where we wanted it. Took three off the top of my head, 3 consecutive poor shots from 3 when it's winning time. That's not how you win games. That's not how you win games. And we've got to be obviously better in those type of situations. And you just got to continue to learn and grow. But this is disappointing because we had this one in the bag, and we talk about self-inflicted wounds, and we can't. We're not in a situation to overcome some of the mistakes that we make, and we made some crucial ones down the stretch, and then you can't have those type of offensive possessions. We had a plan where it wanted to go. We've got to be able to execute it, and then put pressure on the defense by attacking. You can't just settle for a bunch of threes in those situations, and then obviously with the end of the game, and then we're not mentally tough enough to overcome those things and then go out and compete in overtime.
Again, just for Mickey and Bashir, you talked about kind of that 28-minute stretch in there where you guys were able to turn things around. What was it, or I guess what was the switch for you guys on court?
I feel like we was getting the ball in the paint good, getting easy buckets. She was getting easy buckets, getting in the lane pretty well. We was getting stops and finishing the stops with rebounds, running in transition well, just playing our game. I think it's pretty good at.
Yeah, I agree. Finally woke up, turned things, got some stops, stopped turning the ball over, just playing good basketball for that stretch.
Yeah. I guess a lot of intensity in the game, and this is for any of you guys. Is that something that comes with Miami versus Ball State specifically, or is that just kind of one of those days today, I guess?
No, until you stand up for yourself, that's going to continue to happen. And that was, I think that's something they saw in scouting. They're not the first team. Try to attack us, try to be very physical with Bashir. And I thought we handled it, for the most part pretty well. But that's, if I'm playing us, I'm coming right at us. Let's see what they got, and it startled us to start the game. But, these guys are going to test. I told them yesterday and I told them this morning what was coming in this gym. We weren't, it took us a while to warm up to the fight.
This year, you don't often show, I guess, the emotions that you showed today on the court. Is there any particular reason why I kind of got that reaction out of you?
No, I thought they were doing some cheap stuff, some dirty stuff, trying to knock me off at the free throw line. I just, try to stand up for myself. I can't let it get too carried away, but, I'm not going to let anybody punk me or anything.
And then I guess for you, Mickey, like when that situation happens to like one of your teammates, I saw you on that second instance, like restraining him and things like that. Like, what's your job as a teammate during situations like that?
I told him during the situation I'm always be there for him. I'm always have his back. So just being there and just trying to keep his head after that.
Yeah.
Coach, do you feel that maybe, especially in like the first half, that guys maybe try to do too much with the basketball?
Yes.
And then,
I don't think it's just in the first half.
And then
I think we do try to do too much. Instead of just, we turn the ball over in transition, trying to go too fast. We trying to do too much for us instead of doing more for a teammate. We run to the three-point line way too much in transition. We talk daily about running for layups, and we struggle with that concept. And then we get to turning the ball over when we try to we try to make too many plays for ourselves instead of just continuing to work and make plays for the next guy.
And then as a coach, kind of what are ways that you can improve or maybe fix that?
Just continue to drill it, continue to talk about it. We've used every learning tool that there is. There's other ways, but our roster at this point is not built for that right now.
And then last thing, Worthing today was pretty full. Seemed like one of the biggest this season. What is having that support, especially mean to you and the team right now?
It's disappointing because we let that one get away. Since the day I arrived here, the support for this program has been outstanding. We've done some things to enhance it. The community has done a great job of supporting it. The students have done a great job of supporting it. We need more people within our university. We need to quit, bumping up against guys in our university. This was not an easy week, and that's all I'm going to say about it. There are some things that took place this week that, quite frankly, aren't right and need to be dealt with and need to be fixed. That took away a lot of time from a preparation standpoint. But the community support of this team, of this program since I've got here has been outstanding, and the student support has been outstanding.
I've got one more for players. Just Mickey, you had a double-double today, this year, career high. Just how frustrating is it to have those great statistical performances with a loss?
Personally, it just means it didn't mean anything to me. They're in the locker room celebrating right now. No matter if I have 50 points, they're in the locker room celebrating right now. So I'm never going to find peace in them.
Piggybacking off the share, same for I'd rather have 0 points in the game. So,
Yeah, that's what I got.
Thanks, guys.